was trying to get some stuff squared away. I didn't know the first thing about making money online. I thought you had to have a big following. I thought you had to have Husker dude. What's up, man? Go Big Red. I thought you had to have a big following. I thought you had to have like a fancy camera crew. I had so many thoughts about it. I thought it would take way too much time. I saw stay-at-home moms making money online. I saw these younger kids. I call them kids, early mid 20s making money online. I'm like, well, yeah, they got all the time in the world. I don't have that kind of time because I work a full-time job. And I thought, I work a full-time job. I got a busy family of 6. I don't have time to make all these crazy videos. What do we got going on here? Oh, okay. I gotta be careful on here every now and then because I will tell you right now, this is my only account. I don't I will not send you a message first. I don't do crypto. I don't do Telegram. I don't do WhatsApp. So I always tell people that because people will get on my live. I'll get these random accounts pop in, pop out. They say who's on here, and then what they'll do is start sending you messages. And I will not do that. So their account will look like mine, the profile will look like mine, the content will look like mine. It is not me. I will not message you first. So don't fall for it. And yeah, but we're going to be talking about how just in the last month, I made more working 2 hours a day from my phone in the pockets of my day than my wife did at her full time 40 plus hour a week job that she's been in for 5.5 years. I'm going to talk about the exact strategy that I use. We can break it all down. But uh, if you're new here, maybe you're on the outside looking in. I know how it goes. I do that all the time on lives. Check them out and hop on in, get engaged. Okay. Uh, Let me know where you're watching from in the comments. It's always cool to see where people are watching from. I always get people from all over the country. Every now and then I'll get people from other countries. And that's the cool thing about social media. You can have a worldwide reach. There's almost 5 billion people on social media. You can have a worldwide reach and still be in the comfort of your home. A year ago, just over a year ago, I was looking for a way to create some extra income because working a full-time job, I was out mowing yards in the evenings and the weekends, and I was missing time with my family. And our oldest one was about to be a senior, and I knew I wanted to be there, be at every ball game, be at every event possible, because I wanted to be there to make the memories before it was too late. And oh man, like I said, I was mowing the yards after I'd get off work, my full-time job, I'd go mow yards, and it just wasn't getting it done. And so I started looking for ways to create income online because I knew that I could do some stuff on my lunch break. I could do some stuff before work or after work or in the evenings a little bit. And I knew there had to be a way that I could work in the pockets of my day. And I saw people talking about they found a program teaching them how to have $900 days from their phone with 2 hour workday. And I thought, man, I don't have 2 hours. I just don't have because my employee mindset was that I had to sit down for 2 hours and punch a clock. But when I realized I could trade some time that I was already wasting time scrolling social media, I could trade some of that time, follow a proven strategy, start creating content that attracted customers to me and make 100% profit. And the reason the 100% profit really rang a bell with me, really stood out, is because I had tried network marketing stuff in the past. I'd done, multi-level marketing, trying something on the side because our jobs are it's just, I guess it's just kind of the way it's designed, right? Unless you really live below your means. And with 4 kids, like we were always cutting back. We're going to change cell phone providers. We'll change insurance company. We'll change internet providers. We'll cut the TV out. We'll cut budget on our groceries, doing all the things to try and create a little extra space in our finances. But it felt like every time we did that, something else happened. The price of groceries went up. Our kids started eating more because they were getting bigger. They needed new shoes. It's back to school shopping. It was always something. We'd get a little ahead, and then something happened and cut our legs out from underneath us. So I knew I needed to create extra income because you can only cut your budget so much. And when I saw that I could make a one time investment in a program to teach me how to attract customers to me to make 100% profit, to get my work done in 2 hours a day, and I get to help other people do the same thing now. I get to lock arms with them and help them build their own online business. Yeah, you're in business by or for yourself, but not by yourself. Now we've got a community over 55,000 people that are like minded, trying to build a business in the online space, encourage each other, build each other up, mentor each other. Man, I've made friendships inside the community over the last year. I've got mentorship from six-figure earners, multiple six-figure earners, and it's been a complete game changer for our family. Like I said, I started as a brand new beginner, didn't know the first thing about it, but I saw a little bit of hope that if I could just have a $900 month every month, I couldn't even see $900 days on repeat. All I could see were $900 months. And now I make thousands of dollars a month in the online space, and I still work a full time job. Like we're about to go into a turnaround at work, which means I'll be working 6 days a week, the 12-hour days, going from working 40 hours a week to 72 hours a week at work because I don't have a choice. Sure. But I know that I can get that income earning activities done. I can create a little bit of content that attracts people to me, following a proven strategy. But I have a system or systems working for me in the background. And that means I don't have to worry about having to teach everybody everything about it. I don't have to be handling products. I don't have to do all the follow up because I was terrible at that in network marketing. I knew the fortune was in the follow up, but I was terrible about it. We're busy and our schedule's never the same between ball games and scouts and church and all the things. We're always on the go. So tonight, being a Friday night, is a us not having anything going on is a rare occasion. But I'm taking the time to hop on here because I want to share the same hope with other people that I saw too. The hope to be able to start having $900 days in the pockets of my day, but have systems that work for me. You see, because when I was doing network marketing, making at very best, heck, Daddy, interested to learn more? Well, you're in the right spot. You're in the right spot. And if you're limited on time, dailypaychampions.com. Okay, you can go up to my picture up here, smash it. It'll pop up again. Smash it again. It'll take you straight to my profile. That is, there's a LINK up there. It's this one right here. You can click on it and drop your email in. Here's what's going to happen. Okay. Drop a one in the comments if you're hearing me. Here's what's going to happen. You drop your email in. I will send you my step by step strategy for free. Okay. You'll see a short video from me introducing the creator of this program, Michelle. I got you, man. Where are you watching from this evening? You'll see a short video from Michelle she was a single mom of six kids. I thought four was a lot. A mom of six, a grandmother of five, and her network marketing business had cut the legs out from underneath her. She didn't want to do that anymore. She didn't want to bug friends and family, much like me. I didn't want to be living in the DMs, and I dang sure didn't want to be putting some work in for 10, 20, 30% of a product. And so that 100% profit was an absolute, like, I didn't even know that was an option. I didn't know that was available out there. I didn't know you could buy a digital product one time and then resell it over and over and over again and make 100% profit each and every time. Y'all let me know where you're watching from in the comments. Always like to see that. That's cool, right? Because I just get to see the reach of social media. And if you're just hopping on, you don't know me, put a one in the comments if you've never ran across my content, one of my lives, or one of my videos before. You're new here, and maybe you don't know me, you don't know what digital marketing is. Drop a one in the comments for me. But if you are new here, maybe you're on the outside watching, seeing what it's all about. My name's Logan. I am just a normal blue collar husband, dad of four. We live in a small Texas town with one stoplight, y'all. And I saw a way that I could start learning the skills to attract customers to me, which meant I didn't have to bug my friends and family. I didn't have to bug my coworkers. I could attract customers on social media, people that wanted what I had, right? Not just any kind of following. That's a big thing that people do. They're like, "Hey, I need 10,000 followers. I need 20,000 followers." Why? Why do you need that many followers? TikTok might pay you, they might monetize your account and you get a little bit for some views, for some engagement, but you can grow the right following, people that want what you have to offer, no matter if it's digital marketing products, you already have your own products or your own service, you already have your own business. Being able to attract customers to you without being salesy, without spending hours and hours, right? 2 hours a day. And I break it up around my full time job, around our busy life schedule. And that 2 hours is really an average, because not every day is 2 hours. There's some days, especially coming up with the turnaround at work, working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, trying to make volleyball games, trying to spend time with my family. Like I may not have the 2 hours, but I can still create a couple 7-second videos where I'm not even talking using the attraction method marketing that I learned inside this program. Put some words on the screen, some hashtags, put some trending music with it. And now that's out there working for me. It's digital real estate, just like it would be for you. Right. And if you think creating content sounds scary, it sounds like, ooh, it's way outside my comfort zone, drop a me in the comments. Drop me in the comments if you think creating content sounds scary. It sounds technical. It sounds like you got to have a fancy camera set up and all the things, because that's what I thought. I really did. But when I realized I could just use my phone, I could use some natural lighting, like a lot of my content, I may be out getting my steps in for the day, getting my walk in, and record a video where I'm just walking, not saying anything, just like my last video. Put some words on the screen, you know. But I knew I had to do something different. Working 40 plus hours a week in a job that was paying me just enough to keep me there, but wasn't really paying me enough to get ahead. Yeah, it's a six-figure job, but a six-figure job in 2025 isn't near what it was in 2005. Anybody else feel me on that? When I was growing up and in high school, like, man, if you can make six figures, you're going to be set. Well, now six figures is like, I talked to our recruiter at our plant, and she was saying her son's going to college, and she's like, I really wish he'd go into engineering. We're starting engineers out at $100,000. I'm like, yeah, because you can't raise a family on $100,000 anymore. It money's just it doesn't go as far as it used to. And so I knew I had to do something different. If we really wanted to live a life that most people in our small town can't live, a life where I appreciate the follow, a life where we can travel when we want to and not have to look at the bank account. But I couldn't see that in the beginning. I wanted to not have to check my bank account when I went and got fuel. I wanted to not have to check the bank account when my wife went and got groceries. You see, because we were putting every little hiccup, every little emergency on a credit card, doing everything we could. Right? But your paycheck goes to taxes and it goes to healthcare savings account, it goes to retirement account. And by the time you get it, it's already cut in half. And then the price of groceries and the price of insurance and all the things going through the roof, like it doesn't go as far as it used to. So I knew we had cut and cut and cut. I knew it was time for us to add income to our family. That was the only way to do it. And mowing yards wasn't getting it done in the evenings and on the weekends because I was strapped for time. But in 10 months in the online space, I've made more in 10 months than I did in over 2 years mowing yards. Just last month alone, I made more than my wife's full time 40 plus hour a week job that she's been in for 5.5 years. That's the power of being coachable and being consistent. Right? Was I scared? Absolutely. But I saw people like Ashley that was a wife and a mom of three, a nurse working a full-time job, and she was just looking for 600 bucks a month. And her husband said, "Man, if we could get 600 bucks a month just doing this little side gig, that would pay our car payment and our daughter's elementary school tuition." Within 2 months, Ashley had replaced her nursing income. She ended up coming home, being a stay-at-home mom, not working the overtime, not meeting her husband at the door as she's coming in and he's going out to work, running the kids off to school, never getting to see them. Now she gets to drop the kids off at school, be the last face that they see on their way into school, the first face they see on the way out. She gets to be at the field trips and she gets to be at the award ceremonies and the class parties. She gets to be the fully present mom that she always wanted to be. Right. And that's where my wife's at with her job. Like, and we always say we didn't get married and have a family to never see each other. We didn't get we didn't have 4 kids to never get to spend time with them. We didn't have 4 kids to not be at their ball games. But we were in a position that I was like, "Well, you go to all the things and I'm gonna go work more. At least one of us can be there." But I was tired of seeing my kids' sporting events and hearing about all the things over text message or getting a picture or a grainy FaceTime video. So I knew I had to do something different to get a different result. Anybody else feel me on that? Anybody else thinking, "Man, the last 20 years has got us where? I've put all this hard work in. I've worked for this company and that company. I've changed jobs thinking that might get me ahead. But if I don't do something different in the next 20 years, my life's going to look the same. And I don't want that. I'm tired of laying in bed awake at night thinking there has got to be a better way. I'm tired of waking up in the morning with my brain spinning already of how are we going to pay the electricity bill right now? Where's the car payment going to come from? Then as soon as the next paycheck comes in, it's already going to be spent. I've got to do something different. And if you don't know, you don't know. And you're just looking for another job, that's just a means to an end. And it might get you a little bit of a pay raise. It might get you a little more time at home, but it's not really going to get you ahead in life. And I was doing that exact same thing. And I had tried multiple network marketing, MLM things. If you've ever done MLM, drop a one in the comments for me. Because if you haven't, and this isn't bashing MLMs, because I know people that have made multiple 6 figures and 7 figures, but it wasn't for me. I didn't want to live in people's DMs. I didn't want to go to their living rooms and host parties, and I didn't want to start FB groups and invite my whole contacts list. I didn't want to do that. Hey, Tamara, how are you this evening? Right. Was I scared to start? Absolutely. I was scared to start my new job. When I started my job a little over 2 years ago at the chemical plant, I didn't know the people. I didn't know their policies. I didn't know the ins and outs of it. But I started with a hope that I'd have a little bit better life for me and my family, a little more pay, a little more time at home. And so digital marketing, getting in the online space was scary. Hey, I appreciate it, Tamara. Right. Getting into the online space, thinking about creating content was scary. It was out of my comfort zone. But you know what else was out of my comfort zone? Looking at our bank account 5 or 6 times a week, waiting on that next paycheck to show up, and then writing our tithe and paying the car payment, house payment, buying groceries and filling the cars up with fuel and going, how are we going to make it another week and a half? I worked so hard to provide for my family, but I'm not getting it done as a dad. I'm not getting it done as the main provider of my family. But I was doing everything I knew to do in my power. Yeah, living paycheck to paycheck. And so many people are living that same cycle. And all they know is go work harder, go work more hours. If it's not getting it done, go get another job. If that's not getting it done, go get a third job. Do whatever it takes just to struggle to get by. But things have changed in the last 30 years. We didn't have smartphones 20 years ago. We didn't have social media 30 years ago. We barely had internet access 30 years ago. And now we're all walking around with cameras, video recorders, internet access, social media, computers, all in our pocket. At a touch of a button, we can look up anything we want to look up. And so all that's changed. All that technology's changed. I can be live on TikTok. I can be live on YouTube and get in front of thousands of people around the world all at once. And that's the power of social media. And when you combine that with systems that work for you to give you your time back, they're going to be working for you 24/7, allowing you to create income around the clock, whether you're at your full-time job, whether you're at your kids' ball games. You're going to learn the skills inside this program to teach you to start attracting daily paying $900 customers. Newsflash, if you're brand new, you don't have a following, you don't know the first thing about it, you're probably not going to start having $900 days day one. And that's okay. You're willing to spend 40 years working 40 plus hours a week at a job just to hope you have enough to retire. Why wouldn't you be willing to give an online business 2 or 3 years of solid effort, couple hours a day, breaking it up, doing it around your busy schedule, fitting it in? Could you find 2 hours a day to start having $900 days coming in? I know I could. I saw that hope, and I just saw the hope of $900 months. Listen, if y'all want some more information right before we dive in here, dailypaychampions.com, drop your email in. I will send you my step-by-step strategy that over 55,000 people are using to learn the skills to create income in the online space, how you can start having $900 days with a 2-hour workday and have systems that work for you. So that gives you your time back to go do the things you want to do, to go be at your kids' ball games, to go pick your kids up from school, to make money in your sleep, make money at your full-time job when you're not even on your phone, not even on a computer. You can be on vacation and still have $900 days coming in because you learned how to use social media the right way, right? Sorry, y'all. So how's it work? How does a 2-hour workday, what does that even look like? If you want to hear about the 2-hour workday, drop a 2 in the comments for me. Okay. And when I saw this broken down, that's when it kind of unlocked my thinking of, hey, I don't have to punch a clock for 2 hours to get my 2-hour income earning activities done in a day. Right. I saw that I could break it up around my busy schedule, around spending time with my wife and spending time with my kids. And I could find a little bit of time here and there throughout the day to be able to start attracting $900 customers. So, number one, you make 3 pieces of content a day on average. It can be a 7-second video where you're not even talking. It can be a minute long video where you're sharing your story, right? And we teach you how to share your story. We teach you how to create content. We teach you how to create content that attracts customers to you. And I didn't know the first thing about it, but I knew I wanted to get in the online space. I saw the money that other people were making, and I wanted to get a piece of that pie. So 3 pieces of content. That content's always out there working for you. It's always attracting customers to you. And then when they comment, because you tell them in your, just like this, if you want to learn how you could start having $900 days from the pockets of your day, working just 2 hours a day from your phone, put ready in the comments. And then people are like, yeah, I'm going to put ready in the comments. Like, he's going to send me a free strategy guide. Like, yeah, if it's free, send it to me. I want to learn some more, just like I did, just like Tamara did, right? That content's out there working. And then when people comment, they want to learn some more information about it. Oh, then you respond to their comment, right? You respond to their comment and you direct them to your own website, not the company's website, not my website, your own website. One where it's going to look like mine. And that website is a one-time $39 fee, right? To get a website, I've had a guy look at it. a guy that builds websites for people. They build and manage websites. And he was like, a website like that, we would do it one of two ways. You could buy it outright for a couple $1,000, or we could build it for you. We own it, we manage it, and it's going to cost you $500 or $200 a month. But you get your own website for a one-time $39 fee, not a monthly fee, not a yearly fee, a one-time $39 fee. One that we're going to walk you through inside the program how to set it up one time, and you set it and forget it. And then it's going to go to work for you. You program your domain name. So when people go put in, like mine is dailypaychampions.com, when people go put that in, that is my website. It's got my picture on there. It's got my story on there. But it's going to answer 98% of their questions. That website's 95% done for you already. Day one, if you got started today, it's 95% done for you. The program's going to walk you through setting it up. Okay. Respond to comments, direct them to your website. Then that website is going to do the heavy lifting for you. It's going to do the selling for you. It's going to take care of delivering the digital products for you. And if you don't know what digital products are, y'all drop a one in the comments for me and I'll break it down in my small West Texas lingo. Y'all, it's the best thing for you and your family. All the heavy lifting's done. Absolutely. Absolutely. How are you doing this evening? I appreciate it. It's not going viral, friend. Yeah. No, you don't have to go viral and get thousands and thousands and thousands of views and have 20,000 followers to be able to make $10,000 a month. It's about being consistent. Absolutely. Right? About being consistent, because here's the problem with going viral. You go viral and you have a very specific customer in mind. When it goes viral, it starts spilling over the edges of where that's at, right? If you have a bullseye, you have a target. Logan's a great mentor, y'all. I appreciate it. When you have a bullseye, you have a target, you aim small at the bullseye. You might miss a little bit and hit still on the target, right? And that's what we teach you to do with your content, is to aim small at your perfect customer. And if you hang on, I got to do some housekeeping, y'all, because I get scammers and spammers on here all the time. I will not message you first. I don't do crypto. I don't do Telegram. I don't do WhatsApp. Okay. Just to let you know. All right. Go jump on here, see who's on here, see who's commenting. They're going to send you messages. I've blocked over 200 accounts. Right. They say, what is it? That imitation's the greatest form of flattery. But that's why I have to do housekeeping to protect my brand, to protect my business, but also protect people that are interested in learning how to make money online. Right? If you're wanting to make money online because things are tight, you don't need somebody scamming you out of $150 worth of Apple iTunes gift cards. Right? So 3 pieces of content, respond to some messages, direct them to your website, and then you can do a variety of things. You can go live. A year ago, I said I would never go live. Exactly. Logan doesn't reach out first, but you don't have to do this digital marketing program. Absolutely. Right. A year ago, I said I would never go live on social media. You won't. It was hard enough for me to create videos, even a 1 minute video. Like, I can go at work and I can go talk to people all the time, but I had to unwrap my thinking about selling, right? Because everyone's selling something, may not be getting monetary value out of it, but we're all selling something. Think about that. Think about that new restaurant that came to town, right? Town over. They just got a new. It's been a couple months, but they got a new donut restaurant, or I don't know if you call it got a new donut shop, and they've got some other stuff where they've kind of got some grab and go breakfast. It's beside the point. But what are people doing on social media? They're sharing it out. They're supporting somebody else's business and they're not getting monetary value out of it. For data, digital marketing is a thing of the future. I was scared. I was scared too. I was absolutely scared. The internet's not going anywhere. And the social media is not going anywhere. An app may go away somewhere, but there's going to be one that's bigger and better that's going to come along. But social media is not going anywhere anytime soon. Sure. But you can go, oh, that's what I was talking about. People are sharing that, right? We go see a movie on a Friday night. That movie we've been wanting to watch. Maybe it's action packed and it's great. At first, I'm gaining more and more confidence with people like Logan in our community. Thank you. I'm cheering you on because I know you can do it. I mean, shoot, if I can do it, anybody can do it if they're willing to learn the skills, be consistent, and put it into action, right? It's so helpful. Over 50,000. Yeah, last I looked, let's look and see. Because last I looked, we had 55,000, little over 55,000. Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Let's just look. Live numbers 55.8 thousand members inside our community. Right now, we've got 128 people online, right? And so that's a great thing. You can hop into that community, ask questions. You get feedback almost instantly from people all over the world. People that have been in digital marketing for months, people who have been in digital marketing for years, people encouraging you, cheering you on. Right. Here's one of the cool things inside our community, y'all. I want y'all to see this, right? Because it's not always for everyone. Not everybody's all about struggling. Not everybody's wanting to make $300,000 a year, $500,000 a year. Some people just want 900 bucks a month. That's where I started. I couldn't wrap my head around six figures, multiple six figures. Right. Let's flip this around. I'm going to show y'all some of the wins. Whoa, what did I do, y'all? I have no idea what I just did. I got us all messed up here. Here we go. Let's look and see. Let's just look and see. I could wrap my head around 900 bucks a month. That was it in the beginning. Let's see. This first one 2 hours ago. Lauren, just a stay at home mom, never thinking this could work for me, but it truly does when you least expect it. She had a $300 sale come in. Shirley got 25 leads. That just means people that want to find out more put their email in her website. And now the automated emails go to work for her. The website and the emails go to work for her. That means she has the peace of mind knowing that her business is running in the background for her, right? $100 win. I was literally spending the day playing with my son. I made one video and got paid shortly after. Thank you, Lord. I do have a question though. She said she charged uh, uh, Christy. Christy in her first year. Let's see, 2,563 people got into her automated system that's going to do the selling, the delivery, all that for her, do the educational, telling people what it's all about. She got over 2,500 leads inside her system. Listen, and our most popular product is $900 because it comes with four streams of income. It comes with the most education, the most mentorship, comes with that automated system. Just think about that. Well, on average, inside our community, 1 out of 20 leads converts. And when your most popular selling program is $900, what would that be? 2,000 divided by 20, 100. If she had 100 people purchase that top level program at $900, that's $90,000 in the first year. Karen, $900 sale. I'm so grateful how much I've achieved and the opportunities this program's given me. I want to show y'all another one. This one's just a group that I'm in. It's super cool. But this one right here, this win right here for Ashley is what it's all about, y'all. Right here. $900 day at the hospital. I'm sitting here at the hospital with my mom, who's very sick with this awful cancer, and I'm in grateful tears. While I sit beside her, $900 came in. This is where'd it go? This is giving me something priceless, the gift of time with her, without asking a boss for permission, without worrying about unpaid hours, just being here, being present. Can't imagine it any other way. I'm beyond thankful. Right? Could you imagine what it would feel like? And I've been in that situation where our youngest son was in the hospital, pediatric ICU, multiple trips, multiple days each time, and having to ask a boss to take off work, having to worry about vacation pay and all the things. Do I have enough vacation to be able to spend time with my son? I've still got to provide for my family. So I still need a job. I still need the insurance, but I want to be there every moment my son's in the hospital. And another time he went back, I had switched jobs and I didn't have time to take off. And they were 2.5 hours away at a children's hospital, my wife and him. I wasn't there to help support my wife. I wasn't there to help support my son. Being on FaceTime is not the same as being there, being able to hold their hand and hug their neck, pat him on the head. Right? But Ashley, because she had got started, she started creating some content, started attracting customers to her. She got to spend that time with her mom in the hospital, knowing she is fully present, not having to worry about if that business is working for her, not having to worry about do I have enough vacation time, not having to worry about am I going to have to take unpaid leave to be with my mom. What's up, Mike? And if Ashley would have let fear hold her back from doing something different, doing something new, where would she be? Asking a boss for time off, having to take unpaid leave, having to burn up vacation. That's why we do this. Oh, you bet, Mike. Thanks for earlier. You bet, man. I'm glad I had some time to be able to hop on your live with you, chat with you. Y'all go give Mike a follow, man. Y'all go give. Where'd she go? I missed you saying, "Hey, Mike" earlier. Our tiny mansion on wheels. Y'all go give them a follow. She's a wife, a mom. Her husband's a blue collar dad, and they live in a camper because he travels for work, and they wanted him to be able to spend time with the family, not being gone for 6 weeks, 2 months at a time, and then coming home for just a little bit and back on the road again. They wanted to spend time with their family, like we all do, right? But he was doing everything he knew to make money. Being on the road pays really well, but it comes at a cost. It comes at a cost of time. That's something that we can trade away, but we can't get more back. We can't create more time, right? We've all got a set number of days on this earth, and you got to make the most of every one of them. And so they're living in a camper, traveling around with her husband, and now she's got a business. She can work from her phone no matter where they're at, all over the world, do it in the pockets of her day, still be a fully present mom, still start bringing in that extra income, and start building this online business where they have options, right? Because I couldn't see the $900 a day. That's $328,500 a year. I couldn't wrap my head around that in the beginning, right? But I shrunk my belief down. I started seeing, well, if I could start having $900 months, that would be powerful for me. Oh, what did I do here? I'm all kinds of messed up. I could start having $900 months, but if I could start having $900 months, I could start having $900 weeks. $900 a week, $3,600 a month from just a couple hours a day on my phone. Trading some time I was doom scrolling social media to start creating some content and using social media to start paying my family, to create multiple streams of passive reoccurring income. The social media, the digital world we live in is so large, but you don't know what's out there and you don't know what to trust. I'm here to tell you, I'm here to tell you, get out of your comfort zone, punch fear in the face, do something different because it can absolutely change your life. And I couldn't wrap my head around that $900 a day. But once I broke it down, I was like, man, if a stay at home mom who's never done this before is making $900 a day, and a guy, Tim, in his early 50s out in California, didn't know the first thing about it, had never done anything like this. He made $200,000 in his first year. Maybe I could start making, man, if I could just average $100 a day, that's $36,500 in a year. But if I could get better in year two, I could start averaging $300 a day. That's $109,500 in a year. And if I could get better year three, and I could average $600 a day, I, I am not here to brag, y'all. I am here hoping that you see the same hope that I saw, hoping that you see that if I can do it, you can do it too. Right? $600 a day is $219,000 a year. That's more than me and my wife make together working two full-time jobs at chemical plants. These are good jobs. But if I could spend 2 hours a day and bring her home from work and have time with our kids, both of us working, getting off at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, rushing to a ball game, rushing home late, trying to spend 2 minutes with the kids, but instead having more peace. See, she's only wanted to be a stay-at-home mom all her life. Not because she's lazy, not because she's not a hard worker, but because she loves her babies. And for the longest time, she was a stay-at-home mom. And I worked all the hours of overtime and I did all the things I knew to do to create that extra income to allow her to stay at home. One, because we knew if she went and got a job, especially a part-time job, we were just going to be trading that paycheck, giving it to somebody else to raise our kids in daycare. And we didn't want somebody else raising our kids. I wanted at least one of us to be there for every boo-boo and every hey mom and every first step and every first word. And we were able to do that. But in 2019, I tore my bicep. I was out of work for 4 months. My wife went back into the workforce. And so our younger kids got a different version of mom than our older two kids got. And she wants nothing more than to be that stay at home mom, be able to have the things done around the house. So when everyone comes home, it's peaceful and everything's in its place. And she has time to decompress. She has time to help the kids with the homework. But see, that's just the next step along the way. Because just last month alone, I made more in 2 hours a day from my phone than she did in her 40 plus hour a week job. One that is robbing the life from her, that is a thankless job, that is taxing mentally. She's working long hours. She's working well into the evenings, waking up in the middle of the night, stressed out about things at work, jumping on her computer, working. That's no way to live. And so getting her home is the next step on the way to continue to grow this thing, help other people build their own online business, help other people learn the skills and the strategies to start attracting daily paying $900 customers themselves. Because see, it's not just about what's in it for me and my life. Because I know if I help enough people, I'll lock arms with enough dads and show them a way that they can start creating that extra income and get time back with their family. Enough moms that want to get out of their dead end jobs. They want to get time back with their families. They want to be that mom that drops their kids off at school and picks them up and gets to go to the field trips. But life's so expensive, y'all. I don't know how people are doing it on one income. I talked to a guy earlier, spent 30 minutes on the phone with him. He's one of my customers. He's starting his own online business. He's getting everything set up, and he's got a bunch of vending machines down around Houston. Got them set up at car washes and stuff. Well, this one neighborhood all of a sudden started getting a bunch of vandalism. What? Yo, sorry, I got to do some housekeeping right here real quick. Get scammers on here, and it is wild. Oh, almost ended the live on accident. Sorry. Vandalism started happening to his machines. Those car washes said, "Hey," they gave him just like 2 days' notice. We need you to get your machines out of here. And that was a big source of his income. He's like, I need to get something else going to create multiple streams of income so that I can protect my family. I can protect our income. I can protect our future. I want to be able to get more time back with my kids. I want to be able to help other people get more time back with their kids as well. But what does it take to get time back? If you're working overtime, you're working that second job, what's it take to get that time back? You either cut your budget way back, cut, and you can only cut so far because you still need electricity, you still need water, you still need a roof over your head, you still need clothes, you still need food. If you live in Texas like I do, you got to have car insurance. If your home's not paid off, you got to have home insurance, like all the things, not to mention the emergencies that come up. I mean, last month alone, I had an MRI on my shoulder. I'm gonna have surgery. Our oldest daughter had an emergency root canal. They didn't take our insurance up front, so we had to pay for the full thing up front, 2,200, almost $2,300. And a year ago, we'd have been putting it on a credit card. But this year, I was like, just pay for it. Not stressed, not panicked, but things like that always happen. The car breaks down, the air conditioner breaks down. You get a hailstorm and you need a new roof. And if what you've been doing for the last 5, 10, 20 years isn't giving you that peace, isn't giving you enough finances that you don't have to worry about it, checking your bank account when you go to the grocery store or you go get fuel and you're stretching every paycheck, if you keep doing the same thing for the next 5, 10, 20 years, what's life going to look like? How's it going to look any different? It keeps getting more and more expensive to live. Your kids are going to be getting older, just like ours, driving, going to college, and we weren't financially prepared to go to college. We're prepared to go to college. We weren't prepared for our kids to go to college. I thought at 43 years old, I would be in a lot better shape financially than we were, but it was always something. So I knew I had to do something different to get a different result. I knew I'd have to get out of my comfort zone because my comfort zone had kept us right where we were at. It was a comfortable hell. And people let fear hold them back and keep them in those spots that are uncomfortable, but we're so afraid of the unknown that we're willing to tolerate just barely getting by, just living paycheck to paycheck. But there is a way to get into the online space, to learn the skills to start attracting daily paying customers, to start having $100 to $900 days and a couple hours a day on your phone. And if you want some more information on that, you want to look at it for yourself, you want my free strategy, step by step strategy that I use, that Mike uses, that Tiny Homes uses, that 55,000, almost 56,000 people inside our community use, go to dailypaychampions.com, drop your email in, and I'll get you some information. Okay. There are 4 levels to get started at. You can choose which one fits your budget, which one fits your goals. If you want to hear about those 4 options, drop a 4 in the comments for me. Right? There's even pay plans as low as 56 bucks a month. When you break it down, even at our very top program with the most mentorship, the most education, the most streams of income, teaching you affiliate marketing, teaching you attraction marketing, teaching you how to create content that attracts customers to you, whether you have your own real estate business, whether you have your own hat making business, whether you're like me and you didn't have anything to sell, you can resell these digital e-learning courses and make 100% profit. You can create your own digital products, sell those over and over again for 100% profit. Learn how to attract customers to you no matter what product or service you offer. Right? But if you broke down that top program that's going to teach you how to start having $900 days on repeat, if you just broke it down over a year, that's less than a 20-ounce bottle of Coke a day. And I'm guilty of going and spending $5 and some change on a couple of energy drinks almost every day. If my wife goes to town, she's probably going to get a caramel macchiato that's $4 or $5. But people are hesitant. They don't break it down and look at it like that. They think, well, $900 is a lot of money. Man, you can get it for as low as 56 bucks a month. Like my buddy Brian got it on those PAY plans, got it for 0 down, made $1,800 in less than 2 weeks, made $6,200 in less than 6 weeks, made another $1,800 the other day. He got off his full-time job working a 12-hour shift. He was on his way home and his phone got him a notification that he'd made $1,800. That man, he didn't have to go pick up those extra shifts of overtime. He could go to the beach with his wife and his son. He could go to the Discovery Center on his days off with his wife and son, spending time with the people that matter to him, doing the things that matter to his family, making the memories because he's still got an online business working in the background for him 24/7. See, there wasn't anything special about Brian. He wanted to talk to me on the phone. We jumped on the phone. He said, "Man, does this really work?" I said, "Man, I wouldn't be spending the time putting my face out there making videos for the world to see if it didn't work." So I can't guarantee anything for you because I don't know if you're going to be coachable. I don't know if you're going to show up and do what it